Let's go, guys.
I don't really like school. No. It's not for me. Like at all. I can't sit down and do it. I can't sit down and learn 2 + 2, bruh. I mean, yeah, I know that, but I can't do it.
First of all, the lunches. The lunches are terrible. Give us at least better food or more nutrition.
School lunches are pretty bad.
One time I had like a really hard time focusing in school. Like I'd do literally anything else in class but the schoolwork. Because I'd try, like I'd read the work, but I wouldn't actually be reading the work and I wouldn't understand it. So I would just do anything else.
School just makes me feel like I have to be in a little bubble. I just get nervous. It took me a while to like get this confident at school. I would be really quiet because, I don't know, it just makes me nervous.
It's just a thing where I never feel like I actually belong in school, because in school I always feel like I have to at least put up some sort of act, because I can't actually be myself all the time in school compared to like when I go home, because, you know, they don't want you behaving like that. They want you to behave a little bit more professional.
My mind just doesn't want to. Like, even if I try putting myself, the only thing I've actually gotten a perfect score on was the test to get into work, because I studied for it, because it was for money. I don't want to study. I don't want to do any of that.
I think it's hard. I don't like it. I really only come from my friends. Like I was one of the gifted kids up until like 3rd grade when the first state test hit, and then from there it just went. So I stopped liking school.
I'm not really able to get work done at home, so I have to try to get everything finished here. And I've definitely failed a couple classes due to like home life, not being here for like a couple weeks and stuff.
But sometimes I'm too tired. I just can't get up. I'll sleep past the alarm. Then when I wake up, I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna keep on sleeping. I need the rest anyway. Yeah, school is kind of turning into an afterthought, but I know I need it to get more money in the end. I'm all about the money. And if I gotta go to school to get more money in the end, I'll do it. I'm just thinking about future.
I know I could do better because I've done better in the past. I just sometimes get caught up and then I get nervous and then I forget to do what I need to do better at school. But at the moment I'm working on it, so it's not too bad.
I think school particularly is just boring, so I don't like ever get excited to come here, but it's not like I come here and I go, oh, I don't want to be here. I just go to school, do my work, talk to my friends, go home. It's never like, oh, I don't want to come today. I hate being in school. So for the most part, yeah, I would say it's better.
There was like a period of time where I like absolutely hated getting up in the morning because I knew I'd have to go to school, and I didn't want to go to sleep because I knew I'd have to wake up and go to school. And school is just like, it's never really been my thing.
Not a lot of adults feel comfortable with children talking about sensitive stuff, and I can understand and be just like, maybe she would be like, ask, oh, hey, can you please not talk about these things, especially in her classroom and her space, you can respect that. But when you come off really mean and almost in a way of being like you're immature, you're a little kid, you don't know what you're talking about, it really makes you feel like you don't know what you're talking about and almost insecure about, what you have to say.
Well, I used to really value school, or really like it. I looked forward coming to school, but at this moment, I feel like it's not doing anything for me. or it's not gonna help me with my future. I feel like I could be doing something right now, like helping.
Plus, it's too much pressure, especially because majority of the things that we learn, it's not even really gonna be placed in the outside world, and they like sugarcoat most things, or they have it like majority of the history topics, it's all in favor of the white man.
Like, it's just that the American school system, the American school education, just sucks in general. Because I kind of like history, but with the way history is like taught in school and the events and how kind of like whitewashed they are or watered down like everything is, it's kind of like not enjoyable, and it just sucks because a lot of it doesn't tell the full truth or kind of like lies on it.
Some kids don't have the opportunities, especially with parents who are, stricter, to talk about certain sensitive things, and they don't have family, and I think that it's a huge major issue where, we have kids who don't know about sex or protection or, prostitution, and they're really just blindsided, and then, they get into situations and, they don't know what to do or how to handle it. And I think that that's, we should be teaching our kids about sensitive topics so that they know how to protect themselves. And, I don't know, I think that those kinds of things are important, and school should be a place where they teach you about how to set up a credit card, what to deal with if you're in a situation of a man or a woman coming up to you in a scary way. I think that those are the kinds of things that we should be teaching.
Or like learning some skills, like I want to sew, so I could probably be doing that. Take a cooking class, maybe just something hands-on. I wish we had that more at school instead of just sitting in class.
Like I said, I don't even know how to do algebra. I need to know how to do taxes. I need to know how to pay bills. I need to know how to balance a check. Like, I don't know. Like, things that I'm actually gonna use out in the real world. Teach them things that are more important. Teach them things that aren't gonna be biased. Things that they can use in real life. It's all of that.
I don't think I've ever gone to a school where they teach you about how to do your laundry, which is a very important thing, and a lot of people do not know how to do their laundry.
And I guess the way they teach, because teaching I feel like it's hard to teach teenagers because they're rowdy, let's be honest. They like to be, complain a lot. Teenagers are like that. So I feel like for teenagers you should try to be more patient with them, which they do it better here. But I feel like being more patient with them, learning the way they learn instead of just forcing them to learn this one way and expect everybody to learn the same is not a good way to go about it.
Because not everyone learns the same. So the teacher could be teaching everyone the same, but not everyone will benefit from the way that the teacher, teaches.
I don't find school that important, especially with the things that are taught now. I mean, it's getting better. Like, there are more classes that are being done and like taken that will teach people like more like life skills. There are more, it's just becoming better, but it's still kind of sucks.
I used to go to a school with over 1,000 kids in it, I think. There was like 30 kids in each class. I had all F's there. I didn't try at all because I didn't feel focused on it all. No one was putting their effort in for me. No one was putting their effort in. Like, no one was helping me, so I couldn't really help myself.
It's how some students are treated better than others, how grades are more important than actually learning, how test scores are more important than getting something useful out of what you're learning.
Because at my old school I would have to deal with the teachers harassing me, people harassing me, and it made me super anxious, and it made me super fight or flight all the time, and I'd always ask myself, do I have to fight this person?
Yeah, I think I like going here. There's a lot of nice people and a lot of nice teachers. I think one of my favorite teachers is Mr. Sandstrom or Mr. Q. They're easy to talk to, really understanding people.
I think it's kind of hard for me to believe it, but I have some decent teachers that could, some teachers make me want to be here. My math teacher, or my math sub teacher, is a really good teacher. So it makes me look forward to class if anybody might not like what I'm learning. And then my advisor teacher, she helps me too. So some teacher could definitely help me look forward to being at school.
Miss Tompoli is very supportive. I like her. She's one of the good teachers. Well, they're all good, but like she's one of my favorites. She'll talk to you about like real stuff. She's not gonna baby coat anything with you. It's just, I need that. Like I need the push. I don't know.
It's alright. I don't think it's like the best, but it's way better than most of the public schools I went to, because junior high is different than high school, because junior high, they don't care as much and they just treat you like a number, and they're just trying to get you in out of high school because they don't really care. And then that's what happened. So I moved to Walker, and it's better.
What's like society's teaching us and what the schools are teaching us is that we don't need to learn or do any of this. We just need to be good at it. We just need to get good scores and all of that. Like, there's just no real importance put on actually learning anything.
I don't ever really go talk to them. That's not because I feel like I won't be supported. I just don't want to have to bug them to reteach me or to help me with stuff that either they're not teaching, they taught last year, or they just got done teaching. Because they have to teach it 6 different times a day, every day, and then for me to ask them to reteach me the whole unit because I wasn't there or I couldn't pay attention. I just feel like that's asking too much.
I got credit retreats, and no other school that I've ever been to does that. So I can graduate on time, I can get in the right grade I need to be in, and they'll all help me with that. Plus my driver's license, they helped me get this job. Like, the school has helped a lot. The school has kind of changed my life.
Well, I joined clubs, so sometimes it kind of helps. I would probably say Ms. Eberhard is the only person here that can help me. Maybe my advisor teacher, Ms. Pugh, but I don't think teachers sometimes have the time to sit down with a student and talk one-on-one because they have other things going on, maybe. So
I feel like it's putting more work on them and like more stuff for them because they have things that they need to do, and I feel like for me to go ask, hey, can you reteach this entire unit to me because I missed it and I'm not good at self-teaching, I feel like that's asking a lot of them because they shouldn't have to do it way more than they already did just because I couldn't pay attention or because I missed my bus.
I feel like school should have more opportunities for people with passions, and we have a robotics club here and art club and stuff, but I think that they should also focus more specifically on if people like cameras or somebody's really into cars, like
art, because art I'm allowed to just talk, draw, express. I'm making a sword right now. I think the school is very underfunded for what they give out, because they want to give out, they have ambitions, but they don't have the funding to do those ambitions.
It's not as demanding. It's not as hard. There's not as many people, so I don't feel as pressured. So that helps a lot. Like,
my math teacher, she gives me more time on the tests, or she gives me extra help, or she lets me take breaks outside because sometimes I get overwhelmed when I do math because I feel like I'm not doing it right and I get mad. I need to cool off. I'm also not the best at math, so she understands it. So she gives me sometimes a little bit less problems to do, so I can at least still understand it, but not have to do as many problems, so it doesn't mess me up a lot. And I think that's really helpful.
I just feel bad. I feel like I could do better, but I don't know how because I feel like I'm just slacking as a student, and I'm really behind. And I don't like being behind because I don't like asking for help in terms of schoolwork. So
A lot of people say oh, high school, middle school, that isn't real life. It is real life because, it's reality. It's what we go through. It is real life.
name is Jace Bauer. I'm in 9th grade. My poem is My Life is a Mess. My life is crazy. My life is a mess. Sometimes I never feel at rest. I come from a family best. My life isn't easy and it isn't hard. You just need to know how to play the cards. The reason why I say my life isn't easy but it isn't hard is because of my color. I am white and black, but people only see the black in me. I've been washed right when I walked into a store. I've been spat on and even called a hard R, but a lot of people don't know my story. My mom cries in hopes I make it home safe, alive. My life isn't easy, but it isn't hard, and that is my life story.